Right, this is part 2. I had to stop it because I could see all my whips falling that way. So I've just sorted and I've moved the box from this side to down over there. Which obviously the next video will be simple because my box is there and over there. And I just had to run upstairs. So I'm a bit out of breath now. Right, so we'll continue. We'll do this side first. This one is, I might change the fabric for this one. I might restart this one. I don't like the fabric of this one. No, it's either that or it's the floss. I don't know this one. So this is Bunny Garden, which was supposed to be done on this fabric, and I think I've got some colour similar to this, and I chose to do it on purple. I don't know why, but you see what I mean? No, it's that way, isn't it? No, it's that way. I don't like the floss. No. So I'm going to pick all this and I'm going to do it in DMC. So I've charted it. It's all charted in classic colourways, which they can go in my stash and upload, and I'll just rechart it for DMC. I think that's what I'm going to do. So this one is one I'm going to leave out because that's what I'm going to do. I'll order the floss for that. So this is Once Upon a Time by KLT Charting. And that's where we're up to. So the pin in this is to help me. It's more like a counting pin, so I know how far I need to go up. And that's where we're up to with that one. That's a 14 count. It was a kit one I bought. This one is the Resigning this one, the Gilmore Girls one. Love it. What's the name now? I can see. I can't say it. I don't know. Yeah. And that's where we're up to. So we're doing the top border. Yeah. I don't know if it's that way or that way, whichever way it is. We're working on the top border, which will say in I can't speak now. We're saying with the umbrellas, what is it? You know, what does it say? Yeah, whatever, yeah. Star Hollows in, got Dragonfly in. And that, I bought, well no I didn't buy it. Yeah I did, I bought the Forbidden Fibre floss. Because I actually messaged them on Instagram saying, will this ever come available? Because it was just a club one or it was a kit one. And then they released it as a PDF. So I bought the PDF because she said it's coming. When she messaged me back, she said it is coming out soon, but she wouldn't give me a definite date. So I kept checking it, and then I saw it. Instagram, somebody had started it, so I went to look again because I saw it. Thinking I forgot totally about it, and it was a PDF. So I bought that, and I bought the floss, which it didn't take long. I think it took from leaving wherever Forbidden Fibre Coat is. From leaving there, it arrived within 10 days from America to England. I get parcels from 123 Stitch, and they can rely well, before postal strikes, which backlogs of post, we can have stuff here from America within a week. I want to give away before Christmas from Stitch All the Things Flosstube video, Christina, and she emailed me the tracking number, and I've had an email from Royal Mail just before Christmas saying we're expecting your parcel from such and such. Well, that was quick. Right, back on to lips. So this one is Mary Needleworker, How Did You Garden Grow by Lindy Stitches, and I am doing it in this dark one because you have two options. You could do day garden or night garden. I chose the night garden, so I'm doing it on a dark blue, and really dark one. And this is where we're up to. So I'm doing mix of DMC and Classic Colourworks. Is it Classic Colourworks or is it Weeks Dye Works? Let me go have a look. Weeks Dye Works. Yeah, they're all Weeks Dye Works. The amount of floss in that bag. This one is In for the Moon, which looks like this. Showing it too far away now. And this one I am doing, I'm parking threads. I've got parking threads everywhere. And see that? Out. And that's where we're up to. So we've got quite a bit of white done, and we've just started picking the purples up. Lights. That one. This one is my 1,000 stitches on go, but I'm not going to pull it out this week. Probably be end of the month. So again, I've put the beads in here, but I need to find. Hang on a minute. I've got my floss missing from this. Yeah. That's strange. No, I've not. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. My floss is missing from this, so I don't know what I've done with it. As I'm pulling whips out, I'll see if I've somehow put in a different bag by accident. And that's where we're up to with that one. That's just strange. I have to have a look in my bedroom itself to see if I was working it. Because in my bedroom, you'll see when I've got two shelves either side under my desk, and I've put little, not drawstring, like the coloured pegs, and sometimes I just hang my rings on there, and they're just handy to hang up. Stitch what you want with that colour. If you want to get another thread, pull it down, pull the thread off, and pull it back up. So I might have it up there. If not, I don't know what I've done with it. This one is Made to Create by Caterpillar Cross Stitch. That's what it's going to look like when it's finished. I can show you like this. And that's where we've got up to. I think it's, which way is it? I think it's that way. with the Made to Create needle minder, which I didn't actually buy. I bought, she was doing a few last year, it will have been, or even the year before, on a celebrating a so many years anniversary of having the company. She did some bags, random bags, and I got one, and inside there was some fabric, some floss, and then there was about 4 different needle minders. So I got a few needle minders, with imperfect needle minders. And to me, I can't see anything wrong with them. So Infinity Christmas by Barbara Designs. So that's the bottom. Sorry, I'm trying to work out. That's the side. No, that must be that way. Sorry, I'm trying to work out which way. And that's where we've got up to on this one. And what I've done on my spreadsheet, which I need to update it when I get the right app, 2023 projects. Not that. I've done 2 different spreadsheets. So what I've done, which I need to update these with the correct titles. So this one, what I've done is wrote all the wrote the chart name and the designer, and then, sorry, I can't do it. And when I've stitched on one, you can see it highlights it, so I know which ones I've stitched on. So when I'm looking which one I haven't stitched on this year, it'll tell me. And also, what I've done is I've done a stitch count one. Again, turn the brightness down. That's better. So what I've done is, right, the design, first column's numbers, the number of whips. The second column's the chart name and then designer, and then in each box across there is, well, you write how many stitches you've done for the month on that project, and then there's a total. So over the year it'll total how many stitches you did. And I might do one at the bottom for monthly stitches. Yeah. So then I'll work out how, and then what my year stitches was. So that one. So this one hasn't got a cover photo. Well, it has, but it's got the first part. And I've done more than the first part. So this is, what's that? Stitching Book Club, A Christmas Carol. And I love the fabric this is on. And this is where we're up to on that one. So I love this fabric. Guardians of Notre Dame. Again, I've not printed a front cover for this one. It's just the border. So the border, it took me a few attempts to do the border, and I didn't stitch on this. I haven't stitched on this because it's so hard work. It's not. It's the point of. Just too lazy, I don't want to. So I got burnt out with it, I've not picked it up since. But I think I will have to this year. I think this might be my 25. Well, I'm going to do a 25 stitch one. So I'm going to do 30 minutes a day for Sunday to Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Daily 30 for daily 30, so I'm going to do 3 minutes a day. And then every day I'm going to do 25 stitches on a piece. Which it might have to be this piece. So 25 stitches. All off by stitch area, which will look like this when it's finished. It's not a good print version, this one. So this one is one I'm doing. I want to say this is that French Tommy Lily. Oh, I forgot the fabric. I'll show you next video. I've got my December fabric from her, and I knew there was something else. And I went upstairs. And sorry, that's where we're up to with that one. I'm yawning now. I might have to go to bed after this video. We'll see. We'll see. I might go to bed for an hour or two. This is Pandemic from Log Dog Samples. I'm doing this on a silk. I can't remember if it's Mrs. Satus or Silks for You, because I bought two. I started Long Dog Sampler. I started 2 pieces by them with a hank of floss, but I can't remember which one this one was. So this is where we're up to with this. I think we're working on page 2 or page 3. Can't remember what page number on that. So we've got quite a bit done on that. Did I put Pandemic on? Sorry. No, I put Anzac, and Anzac's a page finish, so I didn't put Pandemic on. This is English Teacup from Stitch MB, I think she's called. And that's where we're up to. So this is a 14 count Ada, which I think this is, I don't know who this is by. I don't know if that is Joe Ridge Designs actually. When I first started getting done. Sorry, I'm trying to. Right. So this one is, which I've done quite a bit on this one. Where's my board? These fabrics are see-through, this one. So this is Cotton and Twine. I think it was November or December's box last year. Sorry, I'm yawning again. And it's done on a 16 count Swigert fabric. That's 16. That's got a front cover, but I haven't been able to put it out, sorry. This one, the Bumblebee, which is my daily 30 yearly piece. I know this one is. And that's what it looks like when it's finished. No, that's the bottom. Sorry, I'm working it out. And that's where we're up to. This one is an easy stitch, so hopefully So, rather remember, daily 30 plan. My plan for daily 30 is to work on weeklies, which I think other than my daily 30 I've nearly done. So I did, yeah, I think I've got one piece left to do over. I can tell you in a minute. I always put the wrong password in this iPad because my phone password's different to this iPad, and then my mum's iPad has got a different code on as well. So I always put her code in right the first time. So prompts, let me have a look. Zoom in, daily 30. Yes, I've got 3 prompts to do left. So I've got a whip that's closest to a finish, your oldest whip, which I've not come across yet, and then a stitch on a cell. Well, my stitch on a cell could actually be animal house, because it was a cell when it first came out. Yeah, I didn't stitch along on the cell. I didn't. Well, no, I didn't start it. But as long as you put the Instagram tag screenshot, you're fine. They'll accept it. And then my 30 minutes a day for 5 days. So let me have a look what my projects. Oh, so Happy Hedgehog is a yearly one. This one, I've got 1 down, 3 across, and Rustic Penguin. So there's 4. I need to next week pull out, hopefully, because the prompts come out on Friday. I think tomorrow, because my closest to a finish, my oldest whip, I might do 100 stitches on, or just do 300 stitches. Yeah, on Animal House anyway. Let's do 1,000 stitches on it anyway. Oh, here we're talking about Rustic Penguins. It's here. That one from Modern Folk Embroidery. And we're using Leo and Roxy Co. So we're using chalkboard and I don't know what the white one's called. There's no name on it. Chalkboard and what's the white one called? Sorry, I'm just trying. Weathered white. Those ones. I tried to order those for one of the things, but they won't come in time. And that's where we're up to. So I'm trying to get the black done on the border, and then I can do the white and then fill in the centre. Once I get the border done, I love this piece. This piece came when I went to London. When I went to London in July, yes, I pulled this out. I took this with me and I worked on it on the train, going and coming back. So I've got a sore nose now. This one is an old one. I've not worked on this one. So this is Under the Sea. That's what it looked like when it's finished. And this is done on a fabric flare. I can't think what the name, exclusive to Lakeside. And that's where we're up to. Let me just drop that there. Oh, oh. Oops, honestly. I'm not going to put these videos together. I'm going to upload them as 1, 2, 3, how many videos I end up doing. Christmas snow globe from Tiny Moderness. And Tiny Moderness has got, I don't know, somebody showed it on the Quick Parade, which I liked, and it's a Christmas one, and it's a long banner. Let me have a look. So I've got it put here, Tiny Moderness. Was it titled? It's Satsuma Street. Christmas and Winter. I think it was Satsuma Street actually. Oh my god. Yeah, it's Satsuma Street. But why have I just gone on here? This one. Look at that one. Look at that one. Let me have a look at this one I want to show you. Satsuma Street. Shop. Holidays. Deck the Halls, that's what it's called. This one. And I love the star. It's 13, well no, it's 5.25 inches by 23. So it'd be 23 across and 5 and nearly 5.5 across. When stitched on 14 counts, obviously. If you stitch on 16/18, it's going to be smaller. Your size both ways, yes. But anyway, I'll get back to this one. So this one is where we're up to on this one. With my gnome bag. This one, which I could have started, yeah, this one, I'm trying to think which I could have started at any point last year, but I kept avoiding it. Flamingo Duo by Bendy Stitches, and I have put 2 grey fabrics in here, but if I don't end up using this one, this will go on for, if I end up putting them both on this fabric, that one will go for the reindeer, or what are we? It's A Year in the Woods. What's number 2? I'm trying to think. It'd be either the swans or number 12, the reindeer. That will go on that fabric if I don't use it. And that's where we're up to with that one. So that's done. Again, I bought all the Leo and Foxy Co floss for that one. Which I bought the pack, bought the PDF, the fabric and the floss from, yeah, Leo Foxy, but I can't remember what the shop's called. Everton. So we've got Let It Snow, which I took this to London with me but never worked on it. So I've just got a message. I need to, if it stops again, I need to, or if I stop it again, I need to message my other half. He messaged me when I first started, but I'll just leave it. He'll be getting mad at me. And that's where we're up to, so you can see we've just done the white in it. That's that one. That's a better picture. That one. Thinking that's a tiny picture on the front cover, but there is actually one on the booklet. This one's Cookie Exchange from Hands On Design. It's done on a 16 count header, and that's where we're up to with that one. Again, I enjoyed working on this one. Not come across them this yet. Hello Sunshine by Caterpillar Cross Stitch. It is really creased, this one, but this is where we're up to with this one. Again, if I sit and do this one would be finished. A lot of these, if I just sit and spend some time, which I will be able to now, these would get done. Heartful, which I bought the DMC. This was a free PDF from, but you had to make a donation. A charity sale from Fat Quarter Shop, which was the Heartfelt sale, which I bought the DMCs for, and I did make a donation. Not to that one, but I made a donation to my local one. I've got Make-A-Wish Foundation, which they're based in Yorkshire. That one. Is it Make-A-Wish? Yeah, and they take them to Lapland for Christmas. The children that are poorly, and well, they did. I don't know if they still do. Blue Velvet, this one, which I am doing it on. So this is called Opala, and it's from that Tom and Lily creation. She dyes these, so I bought 3, and hopefully there'll be enough. And that's where we're up to with that one. To pull this one out again. I keep saying I need to pull this one out. Winter 2020, this one, which is a band sample that's as wide as the band, so got all this fabrics. I did start in the centre, so I've got a load of fabric. That's where we're up to with that one. And that is the change of colour, because it's only a short band. This one is I sit and do this, and I can get 1,500 stitches done on this, and I'm so close to a finish. So let me just move my needle minder out of the way. Right, so this is Barbara Anna's Take a Trip. Barbara Anna designs Santa's Trip, Take a Trip. So you can see I've nearly got the green on the border done. Then I can do the red on the border. The red and the the two different coloured reds. And then I can fill the boxes in, plus do the centre, the middles of these. So I'm so close to having my border done. This was one I started August 20. Go check this one. When I started this one. And this piece is the piece I started when my mum was diagnosed. What's this one? Santa's Trip. So Santa's Trip. Yeah, the 5th of August 2020. So it'll have been. So this one is one I want finished. Right, so that's that box done. I'll leave them down there. I'll just... Sorry, I just thought I'd stop filming them, but I didn't. Right, let's pull all these out of this box. Since it's on... It's on this side. Right, so this is box 3, then we're down to the last box. So, this one is Water Sea Turtle Yeah, it's from Charting Creations. I always get wrong which way this is. So let me have a look at the chart. I think this is the top bit, the face. I think it's this way. So that's where I was with that one. So I was doing it on Pattern Keeper, and then my Samsung tablet decided to die. It hasn't switched on since. So I did save the chart to my Dropbox. So I put it back on my iPad, but I need to mark off what I was, which is going to take me ages to do that. So that's why I haven't pulled that out in a long time. I don't think I've ever shown it on Flosstube other than my quick parades, because I haven't touched it. This one is so close to a finish, but there isn't 200 stitches in it. I know you can see. Whatever I do, you'll see. So this is Keep Smiling by Greeky Gecko, and that's where we're up to. So actually we've got the words below this, the colouring there, the bees, the flower tops at this side and this side, the rest of the flowers, and the words Keep Smiling, and the back stitching near the bees from the flowers, and the feet on the hedgehog, and the Keep Smiling words. So this is so close to a finish, but there isn't 200 stitches on this, I don't think, to do. But I might just this might be my 30-minute piece for this week, just to get it done. So if I sat and did that, I might do that one tonight, which I can do 30 minutes of that, and then I might not want to put it down. Just all into this side. This one's not got a front cover, so this one, because it won't print, is Awakening. Oh, what's it called now? Hang on, I'll put it on my head. I can't think. Adventure Awaits, that's it. And that's where we're up to. And she is, Caterpillar Cross Stitch is bringing another, well, it's not a world one, it's in England, Wales and Northern Ireland and Scotland map one, which I want to see what part one's like before I decide to buy it. I can't afford to start it yet. As in, one of the groups I'm in, I'm doing balance, which means I have got some starts because I've earned some with some of the events, but it means that I haven't got the freedom to start no new starts. Well, with Warriors I've done Sweewee, which means I can start what I want when I want, but I'm a bit, and then I have got 5, 6, I think I've got 6, I've earned 6 new starts. That's why it's in back. Right, so this one is Rendale Designs Hannah, which I've got the mug for this one, and I've got a few bits of things. And if I could reach, I asked for Christmas for the Rendale recipe tin, which has got the different ones on, and it's got the cards and all the different things, and I've wrote a recipe out. But the recipe I wrote out because I had to find, I don't know if I mentioned it, I couldn't find my cheesecake recipe. I think I mentioned it. And then today I'm looking for a bag. I found it, I thought, but anyway, never mind. So this is the hedgehog we're up to. I have to pull this out again. I love working on this one. Which was a Boffery Threads one, and I changed the fabric on that one. Let's Live by the Sea by Ursula Michael Designs, which looks like this one. And this is a fabric from Summit Stitches, which she owed me some fabric and she's never emailed back. She's just gone. A lot of people said she's just done a disappearing act, which I think I mentioned it in my Flosstube video, my Flosstube video before. Been about a year ago, she did a disappearing act like that one, and no communication. Same as where I used to get my needle minders from. I've got my money back from her, but she's just done a disappearing act and not had any communication to tell people what's going on. And I've just got a load of refund from PayPal. Not so bothered about disappearing act, but she's not refunding anybody. So this one is another Boffery Threads. This one is Beach Hook Fun. That one. This one I can't show you the cover because it's got the chart on the front. But this is Ink Circles. It was an I don't know if it still is an exclusive to Patreon. Love Bug. And that's where we're up to with that one. Santa's House by... I'm not pulling covers out. Trying to get through this video. By Tiny Modernist Stitchery. Tiny Modernist even. And that's where we're up to with that one. I'm still on the lookout for my floss. Seasonal Streets. It was an exclusive to Lakeside Needlecraft, and it's a Sharon Christie Designs, which I ain't got very far on this. I don't know if you can see that, but that's where we're up to with that one. Oops. Sugary Sweet Sampler, which again I've not done a lot. That's the alphabet on that one. Botany Threads, cut through camper van. I can still smell. I washed this fabric that had to soften it, and I can still smell the softener, and that's 2 years on. But it has softened a lot since I did that. That's where we're with that one. Now I just shove them in a Q-snap and be done with it. This one again is Cotton and Twine. This is October's box last year, and that's as far as we've got with that one. I'm going to show you a couple of this one because this is embarrassing. This one, which I started Christmas at Home, I started in 2017. I'm so embarrassed about this one. This was a 2017. I hadn't even finished the border, and then I started working on the top house. This is a 28 even weave. I'm doing it 2/2. I want to pull, I think I might have to pull this out, at least do some of it on it. It's just, I'm just embarrassed how much I've done on it. So that moon is 17, please. Try to work out my oldest piece. This is my oldest piece. Yes. On the 6th of August 17. Then I restarted Fantasy, which I'll show you. It's either in this box or it's in the other box. No, it's in the other box, I can see it. after I started this. Because when I first discovered Lakeside Needlecraft, something came up on Facebook, and that's what got me back into cross stitching in 2017, after taking 10 years off really, because it was 2007. No, it'd been before that. 2005. 2004 when I stopped. And then I picked it up again in 2010, but I just did the little bookmark kit, which I binned because I'd gone wrong and it was just awful. It was one of the cheap kits. And then I found, being 2017 when August 16 or 17, I discovered Lakeside Needlecraft, and then kept buying her sales. That was the first sale I joined, was Lakeside Needlecraft. Did it on white edge, that's what I ordered from her. I ordered the white edge and the kit. It was just awful. No, I don't mean it was awful. I changed it because then I didn't like the white on white, which I still don't, so I don't stitch white on white unless I have to. So, and then from then on, I've bought hand-dyed edger, and I've got a collection in my wardrobe upstairs, hidden away, so nobody knows where it is. And all my cross-stitch stuff is in the wardrobe. So I've got 2 double sliding door wardrobes. So the top, which I put the top shelf above where my rail is. So, and I've got a shelf underneath where the drawers are. So I bought one of those IKEA pack units, which you could design it how you want, and I designed it. And they said, you want this, this and this. And that's how I did it. And me and Dad built it. Which, I didn't get the doors I wanted, but I do like those doors. I wanted some glass panelled doors, but those out of stock and they didn't know when they was getting them back in. So we went for white doors, which they've grown on me. I was like, I don't know. This one is snow cone. That's where with that one. Welcome to Pumpkinville. And that's where with that one. I don't know why I keep looking on there when it keeps coming up on iPad, my messages. Messenger. Not important, was it? Just some, what has this got? 2 needle minders on it. My needles just flipped across. There are 2 needle minders on it. I don't know why. Anyway, so this is Lucky Nutcracker from Caterpillar Cross Stitch. And that's where up to with that one. As again, when I discovered Caterpillar Cross Stitch, I can't stay away from her. She's just announced today a club, a VIP sort of club thing, But at the moment, I can't justify paying the price. Because it's a one-off price. If it was a monthly price, then I might think, yeah. But with it being a one-off payment, it's as much as the... Yeah, you get... there is some benefits to it, so I can't justify paying it this week, but I might have a look another week. So this is Sunset Giraffe. I call it Sunset Giraffe, but I don't actually know. I think it's called Safari African Sunset Silicone by Fiona Baker. And I'm doing the giraffe one. There's a giraffe, an elephant and a rhino. I'm going to do all three because I've got this fabric to do all three. But that's where we're up to with that one. And that is a 14 count Ada. Quotes to live by. This one. I know it goes further than it goes down to the bottom only a little bit, but that is where we're up to with that one. Again, if I sat and did this one, there's loads I could say. If I didn't have to go to work, I would sit and stitch and get through most of these widths. This one I have done some since. Let me just put my needle back through the other way. So I went with my mum. She was at an appointment at the hospital or dentist, and she said, "Oh, come for a ride with me." So I did. I wanted some stuff from Marx's Food anyway. So I put this on the Q-snap and I just worked this. So I've just done the red in that. I don't even think I've counted it. So on the chart it's just the white. So that is where we did some more stitches on this, but when I count I'll just ignore, but I'll just mark it off and ignore the stitch count. But this was going to be my car travel piece, but then we don't go anywhere now. Hardly. I can't stitch. And I can't stitch in the car. I can stitch if we go on a train, I can stitch, but in a car, when someone's driving, no, I can't do it. So that's where with that one. That's Gingerbread Cottage from Caterpillar Cross Stitch, as if you needed to ask. Right, so this is the 2019 Linen Threads by Fox and Rabbit, which at the time I didn't know there was called Fox and Rabbit. I just thought there was called Linen and Threads, so that's what I named it. I said by Linen and Threads, and that's where we're up to. So this one again, I've just worked, when I put in the Q-snap, I've just worked the colour in the Q-snap. So I'm doing it all in DMC, well, CXC floss, which I bought off AliExpress when I didn't know someone in the UK sells them. $3.812, and I bought a lot. I probably don't need all that, but I've got it, and I'm doing it on 18 count Ada. 16 or 18 Ada, 2 over 1. Chocolate Cravings, which I'm doing it all in DMC. And that's where we're up to with that one. Somebody, I can't remember, one of my groups on Facebook, in the group chats on Facebook, within the group, somebody said, "Did I start that?" I'm like, "Yeah, I started last year." And then I sent it, and it's all done in DMC. because it's actually charted in Dinky Dyes with there is a conversion, so I've just used the conversion. Time for Tea by Ink Circles and my needle minder. No, it's my floss stuck to my paper. So this is 16 count order from, so these are my forms I'm going to do. I'm not going to do, I've started putting dirt stitch, but I'm not. So what I've done is the stitch count, the designer, the pattern, the fabric, and I've put I've highlighted which category it comes under: mini, small, medium, large BAP, and then I've highlighted which floss we've used and what the floss is, and I've put the start date on here, which I'm going to do that. And I've wrote the fabric designer. So this is a 16 count order from Jeremy Designs, and that's where we're up to. So I'm going to print these, but I'm going to print them one-sided and not have the back-sided. I'll use the ones I've printed already. So, Hobby Baking by Buffer Threads, and that's where we're up to with that one. I'm trying to get them back in the box. I'll be home. From, what's her name? That's the designer is now. So this is, and I put the year, so I started this in 2020 when it came out, but this is, what did I start at, 21? No, 2020. 21 I did no new starts. 2022 I did Work You It, and then this year now is 2023. I'm doing Sweet for no new starts. Magic Castle. This uses, well, yeah, even if that chart I started, that T1, even if it was 2 half stitches, but it was, that's where up to. I like this one because it's, some are half stitches, some are full stitches, some are like this bit up here is actually 2 different colours. This is my favourite one of all times. I'm going to show you the cover. So this is Pen Free Crafts, and it is Angela Porter Dragonfly Fly Away. That one. And I'm doing this on an 18 count. Yeah, we are that way. And that's where we're up to with DMC. And I love this. This one is one of my favourite ones. It's one colour and I can get loads done. Did I put that one on there? Dragonfly. Yeah, I did. That's a page finish on this one. Just a page finish, so I put. This one again is one I'm disappointed in myself in, that I didn't keep up with it. Temperature Butterfly Fly Stitching Mummy. And that's where we're up to. So I'm going to try and get the butterflies outlined. That's my aim. And butterflies all outlined, and then I can just come in and do the temperature colours for 2022. Right, so that's that box. I'm going to continue. No, I'm not. Right, I'm going to stop the video here. I'm going to tidy up this box next to me and move it out of the way. Then I'm going to move this box here. So I'll be back in